What's good? We back with another reaction video, and this was a scary one. This one is called A Manchester Horror Story Animated. It's by Llama Arts on YouTube. So we're gonna just go ahead and dive on into this thing, man. Y'all know I like the scary videos. I like things that make my heart race. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully y'all do too. And if you do, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because I do reaction videos every Tuesday and Thursday. And all the rest of the days are MK11 and Tekken 7. Y'all ready? Let's dive in.
This is a story about how I became a 30-year-old male who is secretly afraid to be outside after dark in cities. I live in Manchester, in the UK, and it's widely regarded as a relatively safe and multicultural city. Good transport, friendly locals, and plenty to do. I don't live there anymore,
go to the UK one day.
But I'm proud to be from there, and I will always have one hometown. This took place in 2016. And at the time, I was working for a company that hired me to work on contracts. So 4, 6, sometimes even 8 months abroad, and then 2 or 3 months at home. So when I was home, I made sure to see family and friends as much as possible, whether it be meeting and playing video games, a drink at the bar, playing sports, or traveling together. The incident took place when I was on my way home after a night out drinking. And I write this 4 years on since it happened. I still have PTSD from the incident, and think of this as my way of telling you all to be careful out there, as well as this being an opportunity for me to talk about it. Those who know Manchester know about its quite frankly amazing tram system. It's affordable and easy to understand. There is a tram station right near to my apartment, just outside the city center. I had been back in the country for 7 days and had arranged to meet my friends in the city for a reunion of sorts, drinking, dancing, and catching up. You know how that goes. It's important to note at this point that at the time there was a homeless gentleman that adopted the tram stop near my apartment as his own. He would always sit at the top of the stairs leading down to the platform, and whenever I used the tram, I would always see him without fail. It had even gotten to the point where we exchanged a friendly nod to each other every time.
I wonder how bad the homeless situation is over there, man.
On the way to the city to meet my friends,
it's horrible where I am right now.
On any normal occasion, he would be sitting under the shelter at the top of the stairs, either asking passers-by for money or just saying hello. But as I approached the top of the stairs,
a good-ass organization here that's trying to help
20 to 30 meters away, I saw him, and he stood up straight, almost too straight, with his chest out, just glaring right at me in the most menacing way. His brow was furrowed, his jaw was clenched, and he was breathing heavily.
Bruh.
I could see his chest rising up and down with speed from now 20 meters away. Maybe drugs was involved or something had angered him. Why me? I thought.
Same thought.
I'm not the biggest guy in the world. I'm 6 foot and athletic, but I don't believe violence is the answer in any case. I'm not easily intimidated at all, but the way this guy looked at me sent shivers down my spine. I immediately looked down after we made eye contact, and then looked ahead, because I thought maybe it was just a glance from him. Then, I looked back at him again, when I was even closer and his eyes were still on me. This time they were wide, and he looked unhinged like he was ready to attack. I looked away again because at this point I felt I had to ready and prepare myself for a potential confrontation with this guy.
That shit is uncomfortable, bro.
When I was close to him, I looked back again, and he took a step forward, watching my every move, looking me up and down as if he was assessing my weaknesses. As I approached the top of the staircase, he was turning his head as I moved. I knew that this was not normal behavior from him, or anyone for that matter. I thought I have to address this, because he's freaking me out, so I stopped, met his gaze, and pointed my body towards him just before I went down the stairs. And I calmly asked him, "Is everything okay, mate? Can I help you with something?" Nothing. I got absolutely nothing as he looked into my eyes. I could hear his fast breathing at this point through his nose, and he looked like he was having some sort of episode. So I moved on
Bing, bing,
and
bing,
quickly
bing.
went down the stairs.
Knuckling up, bro.
What the fuck has gotten into this guy? I thought. I almost felt bad for him. At the halfway point of the stairs, I looked behind me to see him standing at the top, looking down, directly at me again. I could only describe the look he gave me as bone-chilling. He looked like a predator that had found his prey. I kept moving, as I didn't know if this guy had a weapon or what his intentions were at this point.
I got a
When I
story
got
for
to
the
the
end.
bottom of the stairs, I turned around again, and to my shock, he had walked 4 to 5 steps down, still standing and glaring at me with the same disturbed and angered look. He was
Nah,
clearly
bro.
stalking me now. I could feel my heart
Man, you
beat
gotta
in my
just-
ears, and sweat was
know
forming
what
on
I'm
my
saying?
forehead and palms. Luckily for me, the platform was very busy, and the tram I needed to catch was approaching, so I quickly immersed myself amongst the crowd of people getting onto the tram and found a seat.
I don't blame you.
Wouldn't
He
you
might
know
be
it?
on there, though.
When I sat down and the tram started moving, I looked back towards the bottom of the staircase, and there he was, just glaring at me with this horrific, sinister grin on his face. I did not feel safe. I felt targeted. His head moved and followed the tram, looking me in the eyes as we moved away. The entire journey to the city I felt on edge, anxious, and all I could do was think about that guy. When I eventually got there, my friends automatically picked up on the fact that I seemed a little off, so I told them about the situation I was just in, which they just dismissed, saying that I was probably just being paranoid and that
Nah,
I'll be
bro.
gone by the time I get back home.
It's not paranoia.
I agreed with them because I realized that he is usually only there during the daytime, so I enjoyed the night. We all drank, laughed, and even met some cute girls. Before I knew it, I was hammered, to the point where I had to look at my
Why
phone
would you
with
get
one eye
drunk
closed.
knowing you got a...
My balance was
Bruh.
off, and I felt like I could throw up at any second.
I don't get
It was
it.
around midnight and time to go home.
Why would you get drunk
So I
knowing
said
you
goodbye
got
to
a...
my friends and
Oh
arranged to
my
meet
God,
the next
bro.
weekend due to the success of this one.
You dumb.
The last tram was approaching,
dumb.
and I had to run drunk as a skunk to make it in time. I got onto the tram, and when I got a seat and caught my breath, I remembered what happened at the tram station on the way back to the city. I felt
You're an
sober
idiot.
suddenly, and I was honestly on the verge of an anxiety attack.
Man, you ain't
Till I
sober.
remembered that I never usually see the guy late at night, which was comforting for the remainder of my journey. The tram arrived at my stop and I got off. I just stood there for a second, surveying my surroundings. The platform was empty.
You just
The
had some
skies
empty
were
courage,
clear,
bro. That's
although
all it
dark.
is.
The air was warm,
Courage in
and
a
the only
bottle.
sounds were the nearby
You weren't
traffic
sober,
and
though.
the tram leaving the platform. I remember it like it was yesterday. I looked towards the bottom of the staircase and the platform leading to the street, and I took a deep breath. I approached the stairs and looked towards the top. Much to my relief, he wasn't there. Stage 1 over. Stage 2 was easy. Get to my building, which was about 150 meters away from the stairs. As I slowly walked up the stairs, trying
You're
to
gonna be
make
at
as
the top,
little noise
looking
as
at you, look.
possible, my heart was in my throat. All I could think about
You
was
imagine?
what I would do if he was there. But I was drunk and I didn't think fast enough.
Just waiting for you at the
I
top of the stairs
arrived
like
at the
that.
top and looked to my left, and what do you know? He's there. And as soon as I look at him, his head snaps, and he's looking me in the eyes with the same terrifying look, almost foaming at the mouth like he's won a prize. He stands up slowly and turns to face his body towards me.
Bro, I'm about to swing on him.
At this point,
Period.
I realized how tall he was. About 6'2".
I don't
Huge,
care.
gray,
I'm about to
and dirty
swing
beard,
on him. Period.
almost skinny with a lean
Bop.
body type. I was almost pissing myself. So to break the tension, I just nodded at him and told him, "Good night, mate." And I walked on quickly towards my
Good night,
apartment.
mate.
I suddenly heard a deep, hoarse voice say, "You got any spare change?" Loud and obnoxious. Which I turned and replied quickly whilst I was walking backwards. "No, mate. Sorry. Have a good night, though." And walked on again. I was free, and my anxiety was disappearing. All I was thinking about was getting to my building as fast as possible. Then, I heard what felt like the
You got any
loudest,
spare
most
change?
aggressive voice ever. Hey! I stopped and I turned around so fast because he made me jump and scared me. He was holding a knife.
Oh,
And
hell
it was
no.
pointed directly towards me.
That's why you should have bopped
The
him on the
nightmare
face
scenario was playing out now,
immediately.
and I
He
held
wouldn't
my
have had a chance to
breath
pull
as
that
he
knife
walked
out.
slowly towards me. I was definitely sober now, and I weighed up the options. I run and take a risk, or I start to negotiate with him. I thought, there is an ATM nearby, I can get some money and just go home. He was around 5 meters away, with the knife pointing towards me.
You should have ran the moment you saw the knife.
Myself die like this. He then said, I'm going to ask you again. Do you have any spare change? I couldn't tell whether I wanted to throw up or cry, but I had to get out of this situation. No one else was around that I could see or hear, and it was on me to get out of this. I said to him, Look, there is an ATM. I couldn't even finish my sentence, because he had thrown the knife at my face.
Oh, hell no.
It hit me just above my eye, cutting me on my eyebrow, taking a chunk of skin clean off, and there was blood in my eye, partially blinding me, and there was blood all over my face almost immediately.
Pick the fucking
I was
knife up.
blinded and breathless. I fell to one knee in shock, and I barely saw the knife in front of me on the ground.
Pick
through
that
my drunken,
motherfucker up.
shocked and partially blinded state. So I reached for it as fast as I could. But it was too late. He had already picked it up and tackled me to the
You an
ground.
idiot. You a
I
fucking
yelled
idiot,
a
bro.
guttural and deep shout for help down the street as he tackled me, holding the knife. A sound I didn't know I was capable of making, but the adrenaline was coursing through my veins now. He had the knife in his right hand and plunged it down towards my face, and the only thing I could do was put my hand in the way. I screamed in pain as the guy was on top of me. He had put the knife clean through my hand, in between the knuckles of my middle and index fingers to be specific.
Fuck.
I started to push back, and realizing how much stronger I was than him. The tip of the blade was about 5 inches from my face, and then a miracle happened. I heard the voices of a group of people yelling. Hey, stop! Accompanied with their fast-running feet towards me on the tarmac. The guy's grip on the knife was weak suddenly, and he looked behind himself, clearly seeing the group approaching. They shouted again, yelling, Get off him! And he jumped off of me.
Holy
Unfortunately
shit.
for me, he took the knife with him and ripped it out of my hands as he jumped to his feet and swiftly ran into the nearby woods. There were 5 people in total who came to my rescue. 2 of them initially
God
chased the guy
damn.
into the woods before I shouted, No, he has a knife! And hearing me say this, they let him go and started to call the police. This incident changed me for the better, and I wake up every
Fuck,
day
man.
appreciating everything in my life. After the incident, I was rushed to the hospital and I had surgery to reattach the nerves in my hand 2 days later. The guy who attacked me is in prison now for attempted murder. The police showed after the incident within 5 minutes, and full credit to them. They found the guy hiding in the woods, still holding the knife behind a tree, and they managed to subdue and arrest him on the spot. He was on a cocktail of drugs, and he openly admitted to the police that he fully intended to kill me if he had the opportunity. But this incident was simultaneously the best and worst thing that ever happened to me. The best, because I appreciate life so much more now. I
I
talk
bet
to
you
those I
do.
love every single day. All life is precious. Tomorrow is not guaranteed, and we are all mortal. Stay
Bruh.
safe and alert, and do not waste a moment, as you don't know who's going to be waiting around the corner.
Bruh. Holy shit. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I got goosebumps during the part where he got his hand stabbed, bro. But you do what you gotta do in that situation, man. I was gonna say I have a story It's not violent like that, but when I was a teenager, I was walking. Where was I, man? I don't remember where I was, but I was walking somewhere, and I was just like out on the sidewalk walking, right? And this dude, this old dude, older guy. He wasn't like old, but he's probably in his 50s. He just like stared me down, bro. Just like this dude. It was like he was just like just staring at me like that. And I'm like, all right. So just like him, I was like, you all right, man? Doing good? How you doing? You know, just trying to break the ice, trying to make sure I don't get attacked or something. And this dude don't say nothing, bro. He ain't say a word to me. He just kept staring at me. So I was like, all right. It's like, you take care, man. And I like kept walking. Next thing I know, I look back, this man walking behind me. He's homeless. He's a homeless guy. He walking behind me, right? And I'm like, oh, hell nah, bro. Hell nah. We finna come to fisticuffs, bro. I'm finna have to fight a grown man. I was a teenager. I'm finna have to fight a grown man right now. This is not cool, bro. But like I said, it didn't turn violent. I ended up getting to I think I was walking to my grandma's house. I'm pretty sure I was in my hometown. I was almost at my grandma's house. So I got to my grandma's house and I went inside and I was like, bruh, I told, I don't even remember who I told, bro. Probably some of everybody that man was following me. I know his name, but I ain't gonna say it. But he was following me for like 5 minutes and just staring at the back of my head. I know he's probably on crack or something, but it was just like, that's a high anxiety moment to be in, bro. If you've never been in a situation where you had somebody just stalking behind you like that, that's like homeless and potentially on drugs or mentally unstable, that is a high anxiety moment because they could do anything. You have no idea what they have in their possession. You have no idea. It's scary, bro. It's real scary. But I'm glad this dude made it. I'm glad he made it. You know, he got his hand stabbed, and that's some shit you never forget, but I'm glad he made it, bro. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I did. I was into it, bro. I like these. I do reactions every Tuesday and Thursday, so subscribe to the channel if you enjoy reaction videos. A lot of the ones I'm going to be reacting to are scary videos because I love these scary videos. I love the ones like these, especially like the animated scary videos. I love those, bro. I love those. So much skill and talent goes into making them that I just have to appreciate it from top to bottom. And no doubt that this one is all the same for me. So subscribe to Llama Arts as well as Stormcloud. You know what I'm saying? Leave a like on the video, comment your suggestions down below, and we out.